What's up everyone, Max here, and as promised, and it's been a while since I promised this one, I wanted to do one of those Message Mondays. Now this is going to be Message Mondays late Tuesday edition, I guess, because I'm going to make this kind of frequent every Monday if I possibly can, and these are going to be messages on Xbox Live, as you can see here. So what I'm going to do is, since I get a lot of messages, and a lot of these messages end up filtering through, and I don't get a lot of time to answer them during the mid-match sessions of games like the Online Warrior for Soul Calibur, Third Strike, stuff like that, I'm going to tackle as many as I possibly can now, and we'll just make a video about it, and this is a general, easy way for you to ask questions to me about anything. Like anything you could fit into an Xbox Live message, we'll do it here. If you want to make it a video message as well, if you can possibly not be nude, that'd be excellent. I'd prefer it not to be that way. So, before we get into this, this is a little bit different than the Ask Max segments, which have gameplay in the background. Those will be primarily on YouTube. If you guys saw the first one, I was tackling the question of why I don't go to tournaments anymore. So I'll be tackling a different question about as far as the few guys asking on YouTube. But for this one specifically, let's get started with this guy. So first up, KFC Chong, or KFC Hong. Hey Max, love your show, especially the Third Strike series. Can we play sometime? Cheers, Alex. This is the most frequent question I get, Alex, but thank you very much for watching. Hopefully I'll do a Third Strike open lobby fairly soon. I'm kind of waiting for their newest patch to come out, but we'll see. AI Fresh O. GG man, I'm a fan and subbed. Love the Arcade Machine CVS2 series. Hope they make a online edition. Dude, yeah, I absolutely hope so too. If there's one game Capcom can really get on everyone's good side again, because everyone's really pissed off at them for all the stuff they did with Street Fighter Cross Tekken, make CVS2 online edition. I understand it's hard because working with SNK now is much different than what it used to be, but I can only dream. Hexy13 says, LOL, I just watched your UMVC3 Infinite vid. GG, first ranked match with Arcade Stick, lucky me. This might have been, I think I ran into this guy when I was playing Ultimate a couple of days ago. Very good game, dude. Thank you very much for sending a message. Shido Brown 504, good games, bro. See you at Evo. This one might have been actually before Evo. I just realized that. Mr. Pickle Nickel, 2 starstruck. That's so weird to hear people actually say, like, they choke up under pressure from fighting me, dude. To be honest, I'm a completely average Marvel player because I don't have the time to dedicate to become an over-average Marvel player. And when I did have that time, it's cool because you actually see your result. If you put the time into it, which I did, I'd say back when Marvel 3 came out, I made this pact to myself that when Street Fighter 4 over the years went to Super and Arcade Edition in 2012, I think I explained this on some of the Street Fighter vids, I lost my motivation and I just didn't play anymore, and I kind of regretted it because Street Fighter was the game everybody was playing, you know? And I didn't want that to happen with Marvel, so I tried to keep with Marvel, but the problem is, like, Assist Me and stuff like that happened, so I can only follow so much, and now I consider myself to be a generally average player at Marvel, although I'm a much better player not online. Like, I'm not a very boastful person, but I'll vouch that for myself that I can't stand online sometimes. It's just a thing, man. It's just a thing. Dominic Phoenix says, hello, man. I just wanted to congratulate you for your videos. They're helpful and very funny. Furthermore, I have to say you're a nice Call of Duty player. If I hadn't been such a bad third world internet, I believe I could show you my moves. Hope to see you in Black Ops 2. Thank you very much, Dominic. Yeah, man. The fact that you watch my Call of Duty videos along with the Street Fighter stuff, I appreciate that a lot, because as far as competitive games go, in our current day and age, I try to find the games that work the best and have one of the biggest online communities, and the Call of Duty formula works. It's fun, it's engaging, it's easy to pick up, it's easy to play, and it's easy to stop playing, and that's a big thing too. But I'm definitely looking forward to other shooters. I've actually recently built another PC rig right now, so I might play Battlefield. Like, that's the thing, is that I didn't play Battlefield on console because I didn't really like the way it felt on console, but on PC, it's totally different, man. Runs 60 frames. I want to see what that's like. Rasta Joker WSS91 says, sup Max, tried adding you, love your YouTube channel and assist me. It's funny and helpful. I'd like to play you sometime. Also, if possible, I'd like to meet Jay Wong and Marlon Pie and Combo Fiend if you can make it happen. Sure, I'll make that happen. The best chance you have at meeting these players and like running into them is at a major tournament. If you have any big tournament that, you know, is being hosted anywhere around your area, or go to EVO next year, or if you went to EVO this year, that's probably your best bet. So we got, let's see, Sody Pop 22. Ayo, Max, love the vids. Much love from New York. Thank you very much, Sody Pop. I really appreciate it. Looks like we got FCSB Hunter. Awesome vids, bro. Was wondering if I should invest into a fight stick. I actually get this question almost more often than like assist me requests. If you are comfortable with changing from something that you're not used to, then yes. Like if you're having trouble with pad, then absolutely switch it up and try an arcade stick. But if you honestly, if you are fine with pad and you're just being peer pressured to go to arcade stick by friends and what you read on the internet, completely ignore it. Like, I'll be making a video about this later explaining that you should not listen to other people about telling you that only scrubs use controllers. It's not true, dude. It's a preference. It's a preference. Like, you need to understand that. So if that affects your decision making, that's cool, but I'm just saying, if you want to get a fight stick to try to improve your gameplay, it might help a little bit with certain things, but it might make things kind of hard because you're not used to it. We got Zero Zotix. Hey Max, whenever you're back on Dragon's Dogma, please take my pawn Siegfried, Soul Calibur, on your Chronicles. He's a level 50 warrior, and his strength is close to 1,000. Jeez. I'm sure you'll enjoy his company. Thanks, dude. Yo Video Games. I absolutely need to get back on to Dragon's Dogma. By the time this video goes up, maybe you might actually be seeing some Dragon's Dogma vids, so hopefully that series will continue. I'm not done with it by any means. I just haven't had any time to play it. So we got Zildstorm. Yo, can you send me a friend request? Sadly, no, because my friend request list is full, and that's the big issue with Xbox Live, is that it goes to 100 and that's it. Let's see if we can get a voice message. No, it sounded empty, so yeah, I hope they fix that, man. Like, I really do. Eventually on Xbox Live, they need to fix the fact that we can't have just 100 friends. MW3, not at the time. The White Kid 69 sent me a voice message. Should we listen to it? Oh, we're gonna listen to it.
Yeah, this is a message to all recent players. Me and a few people are setting up a Michael Myers game in Black Ops.
Ooh.
So message me back if you want to be invited, and we're just trying to get a crap load of people so we can have a huge game. Alright, so message me back. Alright?
Whoa, did you hear what that kid said? They want to go to like a huge clan match. We should join it. We should totally join it. No, we're not. Moving on to the next question. Knights Round X2, giving me some personal lessons or training me to kick as much video game butt as you do. I know you do not know me, but I would love to be your pupil. That's very nice of you to try to make me your mentor. I've had a few requests like this before, but unfortunately the time is too great. I work full-time, you know, and then I also do this video stuff, and then I'm also a host on a show. I'm a husband at the same time. I am married, so sadly I cannot be your video game mentor. I'm sorry, dude. But thank you very much for sending a message. Marshman301. Sup Max, love your Marvel 3 videos. They got me really interested in trying the game for myself. I was wondering if you had any plans on doing a breakdown of the beginner control scheme and what's capable with it. I don't like complicated move lists. Probably not, because even though that stuff exists in games, and I'm totally down for getting new people into fighting games, and it does help newer players play the game, I feel like it's shortcuts and it takes away things that you could potentially learn later on. So if you end up being like proficient with just beginner's mode, you're only going to go so far, and it's going to end up frustrating you in the long run if you keep playing the game. Yeah, that's kind of my take on it. I would say try to ease yourself out of that, because that's not how the game is actually meant to be played. It's a beginner's mode. Nonetheless, I'm not saying it's bad, just try to ease yourself out of it. It's like training wheels on a fighting game. Domlax says, hey Max, I was wondering if you are still down to an open lobby, if you do not want to go a few rounds. Are you going to do an episode for Taskmaster? This is on July 3rd. Yes, absolutely doing an episode for Taskmaster. That is the next episode of Assist Me. We spent a long time making this, and this episode of Taskmaster is actually going to be the season finale. I'll be doing plenty of open lobbies over the next few months or so, depending on how things go throughout the year, because I have a couple of very big projects I'm working on right now. But no worries. Cornslip21 says, hey, I was wondering if you want to play Ultimate Marvel 3. I always want to play Ultimate Marvel 3. Online is a different story, but I like getting in some games nonetheless. Try to join me in a open lobby week once I host some more games. Aztec Yodel. Hey Max, you might not remember me, but I'm a real good Deadpool player. The reason I'm telling you this is because I know you just got, you like playing Deadpool. I wanted to see if you would like to play, and hopefully you might learn some new tricks. And because I'm going to stop playing completely, so before I stop I wanted to play you before my skills fade away for good. I wanted to know if you would like to or not. No worries if you don't want to. That's the saddest story ever. You're gonna stop playing and you're gonna like sacrifice your Deadpool tricks? No, dude. Don't do that. You take that stuff to your soul and you take it down with you if you're leaving. Like, I appreciate the offer, but nonetheless, it's a time thing, man. But thank you very much for sending the message, and thank you very much for a fellow Deadpool fan. He's one of the coolest characters in Marvel 3. Oh, another message. The FCC and so are the FCC is great, and so are your videos. Keep up the good work, and I'm going to miss the community. Take care, Max, and hopefully you read these messages. Well, thank you very much for once again sending a message, dude. Thank you for supporting the fighting game community in whatever way you did. And for lastly, if you're going away, thank you very much for sending me a message and watching the stuff that I do. I really appreciate it. And if I had any impact on the time you were here and were competitive or in the fighting game community following it, that's totally awesome. Nazem Newbie SSF4 also love Street Fighter Cross Tekken vids. It's the best Street Fighter out. Oh, I don't know if I'll agree with that completely, but it's really good. I like it more than Street Fighter 4 because I'm not good at Street Fighter 4. We'll see how much Street Fighter Cross Tekken changes in the next 2 weeks. Okay, next one is from Sitco Gods. Good job on the videos. Quick question, do you think Arthur will ever see major tournament play in Ultimate Marvel 3? Thanks in advance. I do actually remember seeing quite a few Arthurs at EVO, and some of them got pretty far even. Like, Arthur's a viable comeback character. He's a good level 3 X Factor character. I don't know if there's much other ways that you can play him unless you have some serious lockdown assists, but he's viable. He's viable. He's not going to get too far because other people do what he does better. That's just the fate of it. Oh, I think I just deleted a dude's message. I am such a dick. I'm so sorry. My controller wigged out. Whoever that was, there's no like recycle bin on Xbox. I think it might have been from the same guy, Yankee77 or 722. To like create a Niagara Falls of salt. And the thing that is weird is that I am fairly good at Ultimate Marvel 3, sporting a 47 ratio. What should I do before I have a heart attack from so much sodium? Sent from a man in beautiful Japan for. Thank you very much for sending the message and having a throwback to one of my older videos. Oh man, considering if I missed your first message and this was a continuing to the first one, Marvel 3 and saltiness online go hand in hand. I honestly don't think I get upset at any other online game more than like Marvel 3 sometimes. In retrospect, like after it's done and over, I think I'm so foolish to have thought that way, but it's the lack of control, I believe. Because Marvel 3 is a game that is very hard to handle online unless you have a really solid local connection. It just becomes frustrating because you have to block really fast, you have to see what your opponent is doing, and you have to react really fast to it. There's not a lot of time to think is the problem, especially for people that just continually do attacks. So it's not all bad is the thing, is that Marvel 3, online or off, you get matchup experience. That's just the fate of the game. I got relatively decent at Third Strike. I'm not going to say I'm like competitively tournament viable or anything like that. I'm not going to toot my own horn. I'm just saying I got decent at Third Strike because I played it online on the original Xbox for so long, and it was crap. Total crap online on Xbox. So it's possible. It's possible for you to get good at the game. It's just, you know, at some point you're gonna have to take it to another level that isn't online. Dizzy205, will you play UMV Speed Match with a fan? I absolutely will. Hit up those open lobbies and hopefully we can get a game in. Let's see. Akuma Scythe. Yo, video games. Hey Max, just gotta let you know, why are you so awesome? Makes no sense. Anyway, I was wondering how my team is Rocket Raccoon up point, Doom, and Virgil. And it would be so awesome to have a Soul Calibur open lobby. Thanks for reading, dude. In fact, Soul Calibur Open Lobby already took place. I did one a couple of days ago. The video should be going up either today or very soon. Hopefully you got into those games. Otherwise, your other question was about your team with Rocket Raccoon on point. Very scary. Putting Rocket Raccoon on point is a little dangerous because he has such little health and he's got not very good maneuverability. He's got his burrowing, but it's not great, and his combos are ridiculously hard. The other issue is that Rocket Raccoon has a good assist. He's got Log Trap. Like mother effing Log Trap. You want to use him as an assist character, I would say, and try to switch up the order of your team a bit if you really want to keep Rocket Raccoon. Otherwise, Doom and Virgil are a couple of the best characters in the game, assist and not assist wise, so you should be just fine. Let's see. Oh, we actually got a guy on here for a friend list request. Korean Andrew, hey Max, love your vids and the Assist Me series, as it taught me how to play Marvel. But as a fighting game player, what are your thoughts about Capcom's screw-ups with hidden DLC in not just fighting games but other Capcom products? I think it's bad business practice. Since I've had the chance to like talk to guys at Capcom, it's like they see our ways and they want to change it for the future. I don't agree with it either. It does piss me off, and this isn't the first game like this has happened on. I don't know if you guys remembered like back in 2008 or 2009 when Soul Calibur 4 came out, like Darth Vader and Yoda were on both versions of the game and they were touted as console exclusive characters and they just sold them later on. So this is a common business practice is the problem. It's not just Capcom, it's just that Capcom's was so big because it contained the entire next version of the game that it was so bad, and I don't know why that they would do that. I don't know where the development cycle they thought that was a good idea, because it essentially put Capcom into a gigantic, you know, kind of PR pit of negativity. And granted, a guy like me who really likes Capcom games, and I like Capcom characters, and I like Capcom fighting games, when I have to make content like this, it gives people a lot of animosity towards me because they think I'm just a Capcom like riding fanboy. Granted, yes, I like Capcom stuff, but at the same time, it's like, Max, you're being paid off to think this. Like, no, dude, I agree with you, it sucks. The DLC situation is crappy, and I hope they don't do it again, and I hope they learn from their mistakes, and I hope they find a way to, you know, pay us back in some way, the fans. So we'll see. The Street Fighter 25th Anniversary World Tournament is a pretty good way, with them giving $25,000 away to the first place winner of Street Fighter Cross Tekken, and that's crazy. They're just giving all that away in a car and, well, anyway, all this stuff. You guys already know about it. Sins Demon's Creed. Hey Max, can you or anyone of your friends that's good at Street Fighter Cross Tekken? Because I'm new to fighting games and I also love your videos. Yo, video games. I'm not too sure the question. Many of my friends that I know personally are great at fighting games. A lot of the crew of Assist Me, surprisingly, isn't that good at fighting games. They're actors and they're writers and stuff like that. But otherwise, not a lot of people play Street Fighter Cross Tekken anymore. Although it has a really robust online community. That's the weird thing about it, is that so many people still play it online. So it beats me, man. Totally beats me. Darkside Brian Part 2. I'm also using Hawkeye as an anchor to stop people from button mashing, but I'm beginning to think his assist isn't working anymore. I'm thinking Sentinel drones might be better, but I don't know any tips. I could guarantee you that depending on your team, you might be able to have another character to suffice as a beam assist. Because Sentinel drones is one of the best assists in the game for rushdown. I'm trying to use Sentinel a little bit, you know, as of late. I kind of had a big problem with the character early on. So, you know, that assist is so good, you're going to want to use it. And then I'll get this last one right here, and then we'll try to follow up the rest of them in another episode because I think I'm running short on time. Devil Hunter 686, yo Max, huge fan of your vids. Keep up the good work and don't watch too much porn. Alright. By the way, why don't you play some Tekken 6? The thing is, for Tekken 6 and games like Mortal Kombat and King of Fighters, I just didn't get into them because they didn't have the best of online infrastructures and interfaces and netcode. However, I'm not declining my video making time to not doing stuff like it. In fact, up and leading to the days of Tekken Tag Tournament 2 coming out in September, if I do have the time, I'd like to jump on Tekken 6 and actually reminisce with the game a bit to try to relearn how to use Lars and stuff like that, because I got to the point where I could do all of Lars' long extended combos and I was learning his mobility and stuff like that, and it was going good, but I just got so frustrated at how the game played online. It was bad. It was like Marvel 3 online, but a little bit worse. And Marvel 3 is pretty hard to play online, so don't make it seem like I'm not, you know, advocating Tekken or Namco games. I love them. The Tekken series is an awesome series, and I've been playing it for almost just as long as the Street Fighter series. So I'll be checking that out fairly soon, and maybe firing up Tekken 6 all over again. But that'll just about do it for now for all these messages. I know some of you guys are like on this list right here, and you're like, what the hell, Max? Why aren't you reading my message, you son of a bitch? I'll get to you guys, don't worry. Hopefully these messages won't go anywhere, and I'll be able to follow up with another episode of Message Mondays. But until then, my name has been Maximilian, and I'll see you guys next time.